What's good, my fellow followers? This session and this video has been a really long time coming. For me, like, the most fun thing in foiling, like especially when I started in kite foiling, was always just to ride in a small wave and then carve around a bit and maybe go a bit downward. And yeah, just the surfiness overall. And this was also the main intention behind starting with ring foiling, as it looks so super chill if good riders just put the ring aside, hold it with one hand, and then have like the complete freedom of going downwards and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, this was my first session in the open ocean, you could say. This is like the spot Zandmoder. It's a Dutch spot, and the day had a forecast of 1.2 meter waves. And yeah, the first thing is, if you come from flat water like my local lake, you're completely not used to waves and all that stuff. You can see it right now how I'm struggling to get it going if there's like, yeah, a meter of water pushing against you. So that's really different, really strange in the beginning. But yeah, I got used to it quite fast, but still, like, when I failed, it took me like, I don't know, 30 seconds to get it going again, as you slip away all the time. But then it's so much fun once you get it going and manage to ride inside a wave, as this like surfy go in and out kind of thing is so much fun, even if you get it just like for, I don't know, a couple of seconds. So it's really amazing, and I'm stoked on it that yeah, this is basically as good as it gets, and you don't need so strong wind. Right there I was completely overpowered on my 6 meters ring, by the way. But yeah, you don't need so much of wind to get like this kind of a swell pushing, and it's so much fun to just go downwind. And yeah, I really loved it, just like carve it around a bit. So nice. One thing which is really different, my lake and most spots I'm here close to Berlin are sweet water. And yeah, if you build your ring equipment the same stuff up, especially the foil in the salt water, it feels like there's way more drag. Yeah. You could just see it's super slippery also, especially if the waves, if the water pushes around you. It's not that easy to keep a stable position on the board. Yeah, what I was just saying is that the foil I was using in this video is the XLT, so the curve XLT from Gong. And it feels so much faster in sweet water compared to salt water. And also in the salt water it has more lift, at least it feels like it. And that's a thing, like the waves are not that big, it's 1.2 meters in the forecast, and even those waves were mostly too fast for me. So you can see me riding into them, and at some point they just surpass me. And yeah, in this case it was also a bit difficult to go completely downwind, as the ring got in the way at some point. But still, you have to be quite fast to keep up with ocean swell, and that already in 1.2 meters. And I didn't thought that would be the case, because also on my lake, no matter which foil I ride, I'm always way faster than the waves. So it's more like a problem of, yeah, not surpassing them than the waves surpassing you. But therefore it's so much more fun in the ocean, as there's so much more potential energy. And you go in like there and you just ride and even it's not that long, but still it's so much fun, and I can't wait to progress more. There you could see, like, even on a small day like that, the shore break is quite hard. Like if it hits you, you might end up in a not so good situation. But yeah, this was like, I think it's the best ring session I ever had until that day. So I'm really stoked about it, and I can't wait to get back and go in the ocean more often. So yeah, that's a really amazing thing. Then one thing which I don't really like on this equipment, on the XLT, like on the lake it's not that much of a problem, because there's no movement in the water underneath you. But here, if you get faster, and also if you get into a wave or something, the mast is not so super stiff, as you feel the water like is gonna move the foil around and push it in some directions. And this doesn't get completely translated into the board. So yeah, that's quite a strange thing. This was the next day. This is the spot Scheveningen. The forecast was 1.8 meters. The next day it was 1.9 meters. I didn't film the next day, unfortunately, as I managed to destroy my wing and it was super stressful. But this day I still filmed. And then also getting out of the shore break, first of all, is such a pain in the ass. Took me like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes something, as there's always the next wave coming and hitting you. So not that easy. And then also getting it going if you're outside, it looks super calm in the video. That's always the thing with like GoPro footage. It looks smaller than it actually feels. But there's so much energy that even kneeing on it can be a problem. And there you can see, boom, it just gets so incredibly fast. And on this day I felt like the ocean swell, I mean it was bigger for sure, but also faster. And I didn't really have a chance to keep in it with the Curve XLT, which might be a lack of skills, or also the fact that it's just like a big foil still. I mean, you can pump it from a dock. That's not a fast kind of requirement. And then also I really felt it when going faster and faster. How this rotary stiffness on the Gong version 1 mast, especially like if you're going fast, if there's movement in the water, and with a big foil, you can really feel how the mast is kind of wobbling around. And if you put some kind of movement in the board, it doesn't translate directly into the foil, and that's an annoying part. Also the other way around. So there's like this kind of wobbleness, which I really don't like. So I would like to give the version 2 Mast a try. So yeah, I don't want to buy it, but I still want to try it, and I think it might be stiffer. But yeah, once I got it, I'll definitely make a review of that. And yeah, as you can see there, it's so strange if you get it going and you're used to little chop, and then there's like this meter of water coming against you. It's a whole different story, and I cut it out all the parts of just laying around and failing the starts, because yeah, it's boring to look at it. But still, like on this day, I would say like maybe, yeah, I don't know, 1/3 of the time I was laying in the water and trying to get it going again, as kneeing on it is, yeah, quite complicated. And yeah, here you can see exactly why, if you don't have the skills, you should not try to foil anywhere close where the waves start breaking, as the water gets more shallow and the wave is steeper, so you get more power, but then you look behind you and boom, you're fucked. In this case, the board got ripped off and my board leash broke the next day. Unfortunately, the same thing happened again at the Monster Beach, and then the foil got in my wing, and my wing got completely ripped. Not like completely ripped, but yeah, I'll definitely have to fix it, and it's not fixed yet, so yeah, I can't even go out at the moment, but still I can really recommend it to go, yeah, wing foiling in the open ocean. It's such a different thing and so much more fun than in the flat. So yeah, give it a try, and don't fuck up like me in the shore break.